Hey everyone, today we're going to be testing out my new camera rig for the iPhone and see how it works. Let's go check it out. You are? Let's get in, jump, 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 jump! Are you ready to go to the public market, Penny?
Yes.
You excited?
Yes.
Wow, that was scary. I almost ran out of gas. I wasn't paying attention and I was like, oh no, I'm an empty, but I made it. Time to fill up. Man, I can't seem to be able to find a good pump here in New York. It's like always like just resetting every time I push it. I don't know why. Need to get some cash. Public market, most places don't accept credit card or debit card, so need to get cash. Man, it's been a beautiful day out here, especially with all the snowstorms that there's been lately, and I'm actually out here in short sleeves. It's amazing. The plan is changing. We were gonna go to the public market. Now we're actually going to meet up with friends and we are going to have lunch. Where are we gonna go now?
It's the play gym.
The play gym. You gonna have fun? You gonna go play at the play gym? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Run! So I've been vlogging for a little bit with this camera and I think it is good, but there's things that could be better with it, but for the price, still good again. So the handle has been kind of nice where you can hold it and stabilize it. It gives you a wider reach so that way your image is much nicer and more stable, so that is good. I've tried to connect my selfie stick and my tripod to the bottom. The screw is actually really shallow, or where the screw goes in, so a lot of the things that I've tried to connect to it just don't screw in all the way. You can maybe plug in some extra washers or something to get the gap, but I don't have any with me right now, so I'll try to fix that later. Say hi, Penny.
Hi.
So far, I'm actually enjoying using it. It makes the whole camera a bit bigger, so when you're vlogging in public, it's a little bit awkward because everybody knows what you're doing. You can't just be like taking a quick video or snapshot with your phone without them noticing the big light that's right here and then the microphone that's over on this side. So we'll keep on going and see how the rest of the day goes. Let's see what it looks like with the light off, which is off right now, and with the light on. Boom. Where are we, Penny?
The JCC.
Yeah, we made it to the JCC. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Play in the play gym.
Play in the play gym.
Yeah.
So before we go in, one other thing that I've noticed with this rig that is a little annoying is that some of the buttons on the phone, there's no space for my fingers to be able to access them if I wanted to adjust the volume or other things, so that can be a little bit annoying. It'd be nice if there was like a little nook that was kind of like dips down or something like that on the rig, so that way we could have access to the buttons a little bit easier, but still, it's kind of fun to use. We'll keep on going, see how it goes. Here's your shoes, Penny.
Thank you. I'm so cool, Daddy.
We're looking at the Erie Canal. The Erie Canal is actually starting to have some water, so I'm excited about that. That means it's getting closer to summer.
What? The doggy's gone. Look.
Next we're gonna go home and take a look at how all the video turned out, and I'll tell you my final thoughts on this camera rig. So we made it back home, and I wanted to give you my final thoughts on this rig. The rig with two hands felt really natural. It kept the image really stable. It was a little weird if I wanted to flip the camera around. Half of the items that I wanted to mount this onto from the bottom screw just wouldn't connect. Like for example, this one here, it worked nicely because if you look at it, I can screw this up and then it shortens the length of the screw so you can tighten it up really nicely. With this right here, I really couldn't do it. As I tightened this isn't shortening it at all. Something else that was slightly annoying was that when I screw down the camera onto the rig, it would occasionally push the button for the volume and it would turn the volume all the way down. And also if you were trying to push buttons, some of the buttons you just really don't have access to on the bottom. Something that I really like a lot, I finally have a light with me. In many situations you really couldn't tell whether the light was on or not, but there were several situations like when I brought Penny into the car and I was asking her questions while she was in her car seat. A lot of times it was kind of backlit from the rear window. Normally it would kind of silhouette her and she'd look like she's really dark in shadow, but because I have the light on this little rig, it actually lit her face really nicely, and I could get the shot there where I normally wouldn't have been able to with the phone by itself. Something that I was worried about a little bit, if I wanted to place this rig down with the microphone and the light on there, it really didn't balance in any way where it wasn't putting pressure on my equipment. Something else to consider when you get this rig is that the rig itself, once you put the microphone and the light in there, it is very obvious that you're going out and you're recording and that you're doing stuff. So while I was out, I did have a few people kind of stop me and ask me, hey, what are you doing? Another thing that I actually really liked about this rig setup is that the rig is very, very light. It's made out of plastic. It does feel sturdy enough to hold all the equipment that I have on here, and because it's so light, it actually makes it easy to carry with you all day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you got something out of it. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comment section. Also, let me know in the comment section if this type of rig is something that you would want to use, or would you rather to use some other type of rig, and let me know what kind of rig that might be that you would be interested in using to record with your iPhone. Other than that, please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.